Let me see here. All right, we are live, and we got a nice shiny screen with that light on top of my head. I got no more hair left. Hell yeah! All right, guys, the bracket is over. Championship is done. Good old Florida won it. It was actually a really good game. It was a fun game. We enjoyed it at the house. And that really is covered. It's not really good. No, not that way. Maybe this way. Oh, maybe. Let's see here. Maybe turn that a little bit. Okay. So we got our full draft order right over here. I'm gonna email it all, or text message it through the chain in a little bit. When I'm done with this, we can start at the bottom. Okay, Ben had 11 points. I didn't actually make a note for him or Dama actually. So Ben 11 points. He actually had two teams win the first round with Kentucky and Texas A&M, and he had Kentucky win the second round, but just no bonuses, no nothing. That's as far as he went. So he got 11 points. Adama got 15 points. Adama I think he had three teams win in the first round, and one of them was double digit doubler in McNeese. And honestly, I think it was a close call game too. So again, if McNeese would have lost that game, then him and Ben would have been tied. So he had tiebreaker. So I guess it wouldn't make a difference. But McNeese, for all intents and purposes, got him the 13th pick. I don't know if that's a great thing. It's better than last, I guess. And then, for the first time, I think ever, I don't think we've ever actually had a tie. And when we do this, the final numbers. But we do. Not just a tie. We had a three-way tie for 10th, 11th, and 12th between Steven, Josh, and Joe. They all had 23 points, and it came down to the tiebreaker, which, again, the tiebreaker number is based off of your first four teams you pick. Whatever their ranking is. Like if they're the 1 seed, the 8 seed, 12 seed, that's you add all those numbers together. So, again, if you picked a bunch of low-seeded teams, which, again, statistically speaking, aren't supposed to have a good chance to win, which this year kind of proved as we had the 4 1 seeds in the final. We only had like one non-2 seed in the Elite 8. So again, the higher seeds have a better chance of winning. So again, you don't get the benefit of the tiebreaker. Those go to the lower seeds. Anyway, so it came to tiebreakers. But before we got to that, what got them all to 23 points, right? So Joe, who is 12th, only had a 25-point tiebreaker, which actually could be because of his last team he picked, because it was the auto draft. It was the 8 Mississippi State. Though, let me check. Yeah, they didn't win any games, right? The only thing is, only one game. Joe was the only guy who had one team win the first week. That was it, Texas Tech. But if he would have picked someone else instead of Mississippi State, like a 12 seed, he would have had 4 extra points. He could have jumped over Josh. But he didn't make his pick. That's why you gotta make your picks, man. Auto picking. It's bad. Anyway. But he only had the 3 seed Texas Tech, and he had a last play bonus and an overtime bonus in the Sweet 16. Even though he ended up getting the win, going to the 8 here, but that overtime bonus and that last play bonus was just enough to get him the tie and hold himself into the 12th spot. So I guess it wouldn't make a difference because he won. He still 12. Anyway, then Josh, who had the 2 seed Alabama, had a 3-point blowout bonus in the 113 to 88 game in the Sweet 16 to make it to the Elite 8. That overtime bonus, the 2 points, the blowout bonus gave enough to tie Joe and Steven. While Steven is all about 2 4s, he had Maryland and Arizona down here, and I think over Maryland and Arizona. Of course, as you can see, they ended here. They did not make it to the Elite 8, but both of them making it to the Sweet 16 was enough points to get them close enough. And then the last play for Maryland's win over Colorado State in the round 32 was just enough to tie Josh and Joe for him to get the 8th to 10th spot. The 9th spot is yours truly. I'm going to be picking number 9. And that is all about my 4 teams. All my 4 teams won the first round, and that was enough for me to hold on and hold out. And then I had 2 double-digit doublers who both won the first round. Again, that was enough to give me a nice little cushion because I'm only 2 points ahead of those guys. But that first round was good enough with my 2 double-digit doublers. Two double-digit doublers were Colorado State was Ariana. So I had Drake, and I had Drake and over here. I had Drake and New Mexico. Those 2 wins were enough to give me the 9th pick after it was all said and done. Picking 8th is going to be Neil. And for Neil, it was all about the Michigan State run, man. Michigan State made a run, and they had a close call for their 3-point win over here. And that 3 points, again, was crucial in getting ahead of me because he was only 1 point ahead of me. So if it wasn't for that close call right here in the Sweet 16, he would not have gotten that. He would have actually been. If he wouldn't have got that close call bonus, it's a 3-point bonus. If he wouldn't have got that close call bonus, Neil would have been in the 23-point tie, and he actually would have. Hell, goodness, him and Joe would have tied. I'd have to do a coin flip or something because they actually have a tiebreaker. So again, man, like I know y'all think I'm crazy. All these little like random things we do, but these little random bonuses, man, like they set the draft order some years. They really do. So then again, the 7th spot is going to go to Kristen, who had 28 points total, and for her, it was all about the Reaper bonus. It was in the Sweet 16. Again, we ended this year in the Sweet 16, and it was actually it wasn't a Sweet 16. It was in the round of 32. It was in the round of 32, I believe. Yeah, it's actually because this was Adama. Adama lost all his teams in the round of 32. He had no one in the Sweet 16. I think he got 4. He got 3 or 4 teams that all won the first round, but he lost them all in the second round. And it was Kristen's. The old miss with it over here. So yeah, when she took down Adama's Iowa State, the last team he had, she got the 6-point Reaper bonus. And again, she had 28 points. If it wasn't for that 6-point Reaper bonus, she would have been the 13th or the 12th pick. She would have been below the whole tied group there. So again, these crazy Jeremy things, they have a point. So yeah, so Kristen is going to be picking 7th. And then 6 at 36 is Ariana, and this is the first actual kind of gap. Like it's an 8-point gap between her and Kristen, and then from here it's going to be like about almost a 10-point gap every time. So these guys they earn their spots in a sense. No random bonus really kind of helped them out. But Ariana, for her again, it was the 4 teams that won the first round, and then one of which was a double-digit doubler, Colorado State. And then the 2C Tennessee making the run to Elite 8. And then she also got a Reaper bonus in the Sweet 16, again, to keep the cushion between her and Kristen. So again, she had a good run. And that first week, that little amount of points is, again, probably the 8 points that separate her from Kristen. And then moving on to the 5 spot, picking 5th is going to be Adam. Okay, I'll get my first 4-sheet paper here. Adam had 45 points, and it's all about Duke, babe. 41 of his 45 points were all from Duke. He had 3 blowout bonuses with them in 3 different rounds. So, I mean, that's it. Duke, blowout bonus, Duke, blowout bonus, Duke, Reaper bonus, Duke, blowout bonus. So Duke got a bonus every game to give Adam the spot there for the 4th spot. But again, that is actually the lowest of the final 4 teams. As you can see, it was Adam, JJ, Guy, and Tex. And Tex got the 4th pick with 53 points. For him, it was all about the the A's, Auburn and Arkansas. They drove Tex to that 4th spot. Auburn getting with the run in the Final 4. And while Auburn didn't really they had 1 Reaper bonus here. They didn't really get any close call or blowout bonuses. So he was able to outpace Adam by Arkansas. Because Arkansas went a little bit farther than because Adam's other team only won the first round. Arkansas actually made it. They made it to the Sweet 16 where they ended up losing, but they made a run They're down here. They made it to the Sweet 16, and then they also had overtime. They had an overtime game for 2 points, but they also, because they were double-digit doubler, they ended up with 18. They ended up giving Tex 18 total points, which again was enough to separate him from Adam and to get that the fourth pick. Then the third pick. The third pick was 75 points is JJ, and man, all about getting this year. It was all about getting a championship game if you wanted to be in the top 3 picks. Again, because it's the second pick, it's Brandon. It's already made. But to get a top 3 pick, you had to be in the championship game. So Guy and JJ, they are the other two, the top 3. JJ is going to be third for him, and he got there with the first pick of our draft. He picked Houston, and Houston went to the championship game. That's about all you can ask for, man. So good for him. Good first pick. And then Guy with 88 of his 94 points, which got him the first pick, 94 points, were all from Florida. He had a blowout bonus, 3 close calls. So 94 of his 88 points are all from Florida. And there you go. So he's the number 1 pick. Again, I'll text you guys this. And Tex, you know what? Here. Sorry, buddy. I still only have 1 X. I changed it a couple different things, but I did not change it here yet. Sorry. And next year, I'll get the 4 X's. I mean, hey, man, if you spice it up a little bit, I might give you 3 X's. But we'll figure it out. Yeah. Oh, so one thing. I was kind of – this doesn't happen often. Kind of look back at some of the draft boards where we have, like, so many not upsets. This is all like one in the final 4 are all the 1 seeds. And I think because there's also a really big gap. Again, as I said, it's like a 10-point, I guess it's 20 points between JJ and Guy. So I'm thinking next year I'm probably gonna change the scoring a little bit. Where the first 2 rounds will probably be an extra point each. So instead of I think it is. So instead of a 3-point win, in the first round it'll be a 4-point win. In the second round, instead of a 5, it'll be a 6. So again, these numbers they're not catastrophic, but there's a little bit of a difference, a little bit extra point here and there. And then double-digit doublers, again, that'll also be an extra 2 points each round. And then the third round will be 9 points in Sweet 16, and the fourth round will remain 12. And then the last 2 rounds, I'm probably going to knock it down to 16 and 20. That way, just in case someone has like an insanely good double team or something great that happens to them, there'll still be a little more tension in the championship game, and maybe they'll have a chance to win. I don't know. I might even change it. I might even go lower than that. I might. Who knows what I'm gonna do? I'm a crazy guy, but again, the craziness, it's great. Again, this year, the craziness pretty much set our draft order from outside the top 5 picks. From air down to down is a reaper bonus or a close call overtime. It's some bonus that got you where you were. So, yeah, it's kind of fun. All right, everybody, hope you enjoyed this year. We'll see you soon. The NFL draft's coming up next month. Be lots of very exciting young running backs I hear this year coming out. Should be good. We'll see who gets that for. We already know who's the first pick. We'll see who takes. Take it easy.